Everyone, good morning. Yes. Welcome this morning to the wonderful month of February. Yes. We call this the Love Month. So we're going to be talking about love today. I just love that. I mean, it's like love. So everyone say with me, love, I let it shine through me for the whole world to see. It's all there is. Love, I let it live in me for the whole world to see. It's all there is. All right, woo, y'all got this. So I'm going to sing it once. Let's all stand and then we'll sing it together. Ben here is going to assist you while we sing this wonderful song. Oh,
yeah, stretch it out.
Yeah. I'm going to sing it. Love, I let it shine through me for the whole world to see. It's all there is. I let love, I let it live in me for the whole world to see. It's all there is. All right, here we go. I let love, I let it shine through me for the whole world to see. It's all there is. I let love, I let it live in me for the whole world to see. It's all. How about grace? Oh, I let grace, I let it shine through me for the whole world to see. It's all there is. I let grace, I let it live in me for the whole world to see. It's all. How about joy? Oh, I let joy, I let it shine through me for the whole world to see. It's all there is. I let joy, I let it live in me for the whole world to see. Let's do one more. Peace. I let peace, I let it shine through me for the whole world to see. It's all there is. I let peace, I let it live in me for the whole world to see. It's all there is. I let love, I let it shine through me for the whole world to see. It's all there is. I let love, I let it live in me for the whole world to see. It's all there is. It's all there is. Oh yeah. Woo.
That is Andy Anderson and Ben Anderson. Yeah. And all you, my goodness, you're awake, alive, aware, wow. Welcome. I'm Kimberly Hawkins, Senior Minister here. I love welcoming you to Center for Spiritual Living Rogue Valley in partnership with Unity of Medford. We are a radically inclusive, spiritually progressive faith community. We teach tools in our classes, tools to both transform our personal lives and to help make a world that works for all. So we welcome you, no matter where you may happen to be on your own personal spiritual journey. If you are here for the very first time, we'd love you to raise your hand so we can just give you a little love. Anybody first-timers? Yes? Thank you. If you are here for the first time and you did not receive a welcome packet, please raise your hand again and one of our ushers will bring you one. We're so glad you joined us. There we go. Couple here, Sue. Let's see, if you haven't already done so, please turn your cell phones off or in airplane mode. And I have some people to introduce here. We have Reverend Andy Anderson, his son Ben Anderson, our musicians this morning. And it's a family affair up here. Reverend Bonnie Anderson is our minister who will be doing the reading and the opening prayer. Yeah. We have another practitioner, Karen Jordan, who did a lovely meditation this morning, and she's holding high watch. So she's praying throughout the service so that everyone receives the highest and best good that they were here to receive. Let's see, a couple more things. It is birthday Sunday, but first, where's Malachi? Malachi, come on up. Our teens went to teen camp a couple weeks ago, and Maverick is not feeling well, but we're going to hear a little. Who's going first here?
This guy.
We want to hear about what teen camp was like.
Well, just like every other time, this year's winter camp was awesome. There was a bunch of other people there, the old friends, some new people. It was fun. There was a bunch of food, which is probably the best part of it. Yeah, just an overall great experience overall. And I'm really happy that all of you guys keep on donating to let us experience that. It's really, really awesome that you guys do that. And yeah, so I appreciate it. And all of us teens do here when you guys like let us go to that camp. It's really awesome that there's just like enough love in you guys. There's enough love in you guys to just like let us do that for free, and it's awesome. Thank you.
Oh, here, you keep this one. Yeah, so this was Malachi's 5th teen camp.
Wow.
Now, so he's like a veteran, a pro. He gets in there and fits right in. My other son, Malachi's little brother, Maverick, also joined us for his first camp, which was really fun as well to see him sort of settle into it. And, you know, this is kind of like first day of school, I don't know anyone vibe. And then by the end, the last morning, he's like running around with everyone. And I asked him if what do you think? You want to come back for summer camp? And he was like, duh, yeah, of course, yeah. So it's great. And there's just great leadership. There's spiritual workshops that the teens get to do together, and they spread them out amongst age groups and also different areas as well to make sure that everyone gets a different connection, which was really great. The cabins are great, and it's up at Cedar Ridge, which is in what town? I'm forgetting. Vernonia, thank you. And just a great, loving staff who it's ran by Casey, and I don't remember her last name, but she's also a licensed practitioner as well, and brings all that energy just into the grounds. You can feel it, and it's a really great experience. So we'll have to get some pictures up or something like that so everyone can sort of yeah, absolutely. So, and there's a dance. It was just a blast for all the teens. So thank you, all of you, for helping make that possible. It was a joy to see it all go.
Yep.
So.
Thank you. You know, I went to winter camp several years ago, and one of the things that impressed me most is that all of the workshops, I imagine it's still the same, are designed by student leaders. And it was phenomenal. There's such safety there that the sharing was on a level that was unbelievable from day one. It was just awesome, awesome. So thank you, Ben, for being the advisor. It's awesome. It's also birthday Sunday. It is the first Sunday in February. So we're going to sing a quick upbeat version of Happy Birthday. And so we won't know people's names, where the last couple lines are happy birthday, we sure do love you. So if you have a birthday in February, would you kindly stand so we can sing to you? Yes, Shannon and Will.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
We sure do love you.
Woo! And as always, there is going to be fellowship afterwards and cake. I guess Ginny is here, so she makes birthday cake every first Sunday. Michael's soups, yeah, that will be awesome. So now is the time when we take a collective deep breath. Maybe the first one you've had today, maybe not if you came to the meditation, but we're going to prepare ourselves now for our invocation, our opening prayer and reading. We're going to turn it back over to Andy and Ben for a moment, and I'm going to invite you to hold your applause after this particular song as we stay in that sacred quiet place for our prayer.
looking at the sun, stars, the moon, the sky. So good to know that I'm alive. My eyes are open wide. Everything that I say, that I do is leading me to what is true for me and for you. So glad that I know it's just another blessed day. It's just another blessed day. I look all around me, all that I see is life itself looking back at me, smiling. How do you do? It sings to me, how do you do? Everything that I say, that I do is leading me to what is true for me and for you. So glad that I know it's just another blessed day. No matter what comes and goes, life is like the river that always flows. It's breathing in, breathing out. I'm one with the one and it's alright. I'm only waiting for you. So come on and dive into your truth. Oh, nothing's holding you. Today's a new you, a brand new you.
That's right. Hey, you got a light that wants to shine, so let it. Sacred serpent, my old skin, shed it. Beholding my brethren and sistren forever. Eternal light moving through space. Connected, see, it's far-reaching. You're the dust of a star breathing. With heart beating, use that breath to start speaking. Vibrations of love and freedom. As one, as equals. Connected through each soul. Aligned with love. And what else can I say? Hey, it's just a brand new blessed day.
Today is a blessed day. Perfect time and space to love myself and let go of everything else. I choose to see the best in myself, the best in everyone else. Oh, there's nothing else I need to do. Just let His love come shining through. So happy I know it's just another blessed day. It's just another blessed day. It's just another blessed day. Just another blessed day. Ooh. Just another blessed day.
Just another blessed day. Life is like a river that always flows. We are in this flow, in the flow of the one power, the one presence, the one joy, where we know we are safe, we are alive. With the connection to spirit, we are one. We are unstoppable. We are filled with hope. And this day, I know that we are all in the right place at the right time. Feel this. You are in the right place at the right time. And Reverend Kimberly will speak her wonderful words that are channeled from Spirit, and they will touch your heart. So let's open our hearts this morning to receive. Let's be in love because we are love, like a river that always flows. We are open and receptive to God's living spirit of truth, to the words and the music. We are grateful for everything that comes together for this service and everyone that plays a part. And we are here with joyous expectation of hearing the channeled words of God through Reverend Kimberly. And we celebrate this. We celebrate this and are so very grateful that we were called here today. Thank you, God. I release this, and please join me in saying, and so it is. Everybody's deep. So I'm Reverend Bonnie Anderson, Andy's wife, and Ben's mom, and Malachi's grandma. We got generations here. Yeah, thank you. And so I have a reading that I chose from the book A Return to Love, which is by Marianne Williamson, and it's the book of the month. And it's also the topic of a book study I'm going to talk about later. So A Return to Love. Love is what we were born with. Fear is what we learned here. Love is within us. It cannot be destroyed, but can only be hidden. Love is the essential, existential fact. It is our ultimate reality and our purpose on earth. To be consciously aware of it, to experience love in ourselves and others, is the meaning of life. Love isn't seen by the physical eyes or heard with the physical ears. The physical senses can't perceive it. It's perceived through another kind of vision. Love requires a different kind of seeing than we are used to, a different kind of knowing or thinking. Love is an intuitive knowledge of our hearts. An ancient memory of this love haunts all of us all the time and beckons us to return.
I think that deserves some applause.
See, there's only one thing, one power in this universe, flowing and moving all of us. And that one thing, that one power, we like to call it love. It goes by many names.
Oh, it's only love.
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 Yeah.
Hey. See, I wake up every day knowing I'm full of life, with a smile on my face. It's just a spice of life. So I give back to the world what it's given me. That's love, peace, and harmony. So give a little. I just smile a little. I just share a little. I just love a little. I don't see the way the world is supposed to be. I just love myself. That's the way it should be. It's only love.
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 It's only love. It's only love.
It's only love.
It's only love.
It's only love.
It's only
It's
love.
all I am, all you are. Oh, it's only love.
It's only love.
It's only love.
It's only
It's
love.
only love.
It's only love.
It's only love.
It's only love. It's only love.
It's only love.
It's only love.
It's only love.
It's only love.
Yeah.
Now look, see, the love that's looking at you is the very same love looking back at me.
Yeah.
Cause there's only one thing in the universe. It's the very thing that can set us free. So today, be grateful, so thankful to know that it's good to be alive. And be alive, awake and aware, filled with the spirit and the love of the one mind. So don't let other people, other places, other things dictate and tell you how you're gonna feel.
Yeah, come on.
Because we know that the love, the peace, and the harmony is the real essence of our true being. So give a little, just smile a little, just share a little, just love a little. Don't see the way the world is supposed to be. You just love yourself. That's the way it should be. It's only love.
It's only love.
It's only love. It's only love.
It's only love.
It's only love. It's only love.
It's only love.
It's only love. It's only love.
All I am.
Yes,
all you
come on.
are. Oh, it's only love.
It's only love.
It's only love.
It's only love. It's only love.
It's only love.
It's only love. It's only love. Yeah.
It's only love.
That's right. That's all we need. Let it lift us up. Brings us together.
Yeah.
That's right. Come on now.
It's only love. Yeah.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Say it. It's only love. It's only love.
All there is.
It's only love.
Oh yeah.
It's only love. It's only love.
Oh yeah.
It's only love. It's only love. That's all we need. That's all we are. It's only love. It's only love. It's only love. It's only love.
It's only love. Stop.
Andy Anderson.
Yeah. Woo! Oh, you two. It was so perfect that these two were here today because these T-shirts Andy's had for how many years now?
When did you come out with the album?
It's the front of one of
It's about 5 years.
it's the front of one of his albums.
Yeah.
I understand Ben wrote the words to that song.
Yeah.
From Bonnie. And Andy, I hope you brought some CDs with you today. So if you want to take Andy and Ben home with you, there's a way to do that. Thank you so much, you guys. So, all right, down to business, down to serious business now. It is February, it is Valentine's month, and so I have chosen the theme for February to be Let Love Lead. Let love lead. Not always an easy task in these times, am I right? Yeah. So I believe, and that beautiful reading, Bonnie, thank you, and we'll talk more about her book study later. Return to Love, Marianne Williamson's book, is a book that is about the principles in the Course in Miracles. And it's a classic. It's not new, but it's so needed right now. And I believe, as that reading indicated, that love is intrinsic, innate on a soul level. It's a need for us to both feel loved, yes, I see nods already, and to express love, to be the love that we came here to be, to embody it. That is absolutely critical to who we are. I think that this shows up a lot in personal ads, either online or in newspapers, and I wanted to share one of my favorite personal ads with you this morning. Oh, wrong thing. Uh-oh, I hope I have it with me. Yes, here it is. Here it is. SBF, in other words, single black female, seeks male companionship. Ethnicity unimportant. I'm a young, svelte, good-looking female who loves to play. I love long walks in the woods, riding in your pickup truck, hunting, camping, and fishing trips, cozy winter nights lying by the fire. Candlelight dinners will have me eating out of your hand. I'll be at the front door when you get home from work, wearing only what nature gave me. Call. There's a phone number, call Daisy. The next day, 15,000 men answered this call. And we're surprised to find that they were talking to the local Humane Society about an 8-week-old black Labrador retriever. And you know, I think a lot of you either have experienced or have heard someone say that rescue dog or cat, in my case it's a cat that I rescued couple years ago from Mexico, that rescue animal rescued me. And what is it, I think, that unconditional love that our pets are able to give us? When I used to walk my dog Cinder in Huntington Beach, I was always shocked at how, I'd be walking along in the morning trying to wake up, and any time she would see another person walking a dog across the road, it would be tail wagging and pulling me. She wanted to go over and meet them because every other animal was a possible friend, right? Or already a friend. And that unconditional love, so would that we would be like that with each other. Eager to meet everybody and able to love without conditions. It is not easy for most of us. I know it's not for me. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, love is a synonym for God. If I had to choose one word to describe the divine, I've always said it would be love. And because we are made of God's stuff, if God is all there is, as we teach in New Thought in both Unity and Science of Mind principles, there's nothing else to be made from. So we are God incarnate. That is who we are at our very essence, at our very core, period. So with all the hatred being spewed these days, anger, resentment, fear, wars, on and on and on, where, oh where, is love? Where is it? I struggled with this talk. I struggled. I chose the topic. The topic for today is, there were two different topics. They mean the same thing. Love is who you are, or what you are is love. And usually I sit down Thursday morning and it just comes and I write a little bullet points and I'm all set. It didn't come so much Thursday. I wrote down a couple things. I found the joke. It was a great way to start, right? It didn't come Friday, it didn't come Saturday. Last night we went out to dinner with some friends, have some friends in town, and I was like, okay, God. I woke up this morning at 5 a.m., which was earlier than I had to wake up, and I thought, okay. I always teach that intuition comes spontaneously and easily, and it doesn't come, guidance doesn't come when we're, trying to figure things out. It comes when we're relaxed and open-hearted. So I was lying in my bed and I just became as relaxed as I possibly could, and I thought, I'll go back to sleep and maybe God will give me a dream. Well, I didn't go back to sleep, but what happened was I had a thought, and the thought was I need a hook, something to hang this message on. You know what I mean by a hook, right? And then I had a thought, which wasn't my thought, I think it was God's thought, which was, you already have it. I gave it to you already. And then the thought was, not something that I welcomed actually, it was a Bible quote, which I'm sure all of you have heard, which I have always had trouble with. It was Jesus saying, love your enemies. And I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. So the full quote is from Matthew 5, 43 to 45. You have heard it said, Jesus told his disciples, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be children of your Father in heaven. We would say Father, Mother in heaven. All right, I get the pray for those who persecute you part. We pray all the time in our teaching for both the perpetrator and the abused, because we know that even though that action is not right, that we're both children of the Most High, and we pray for everybody. We pray for a murderer. We pray for everybody. That part wasn't too hard to digest. But love your enemies? Really? Let's take a deep breath. I'm here to tell me and to tell all of you, yes, really, really. Because we are not happy when we are in this judging, separated, blaming, pointing the finger, villainizing anybody else in our world. Now, granted, there are a lot of actions that are going on right now that are not kind, that are not in keeping with our principles of justice and respect for all human beings. I give you that. I'm not suggesting that we go into spiritual bypass. Oh, la, 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 all is love. No, no. But love is who we are. First of all, we teach oneness, right? Both in science of mind and unity. That is the first principle we teach, that God is all there is, we are one with God, and therefore, if God is all there is and we are all part of it, then we are all one with each other. So there's no such thing as an enemy, folks. There is no such thing as an enemy. There are lots of people who are wounded and wounding others. As we talked about last week in my talk about forgiveness, everything someone says or does is either an expression of love or a cry for love, a cry for help and healing. When we think that there's somebody's an enemy, we're making them separate, and that is impossible. In our perception, we think it's right. In our ego, which is always afraid, this person's going to wreck everything. We're all going to hell in a hand, blah, 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 blah. But we cannot be separate. And each person, no matter who they are and what they do, is an expression of the divine. At their heart, they too want love and to be loving. So there are many who are profoundly lost, for sure. Yeah. But those we love most to judge, to hate, to condemn, need love the most. So whether it's a child molester, a tyrant, an abusive spouse, a narcissist, whatever, it's a wounded person lashing out. Now that doesn't make, a la my forgiveness talk, that doesn't make the behavior okay. We don't condone the behavior, but we don't villainize the person. Are there consequences to behavior? Of course. There should be. Thank God there is, and that's the way the universe works. But we can't, let's face it, folks. Those of us who have been walking around, really angry, really, really upset, really irritated, pointing the finger, how do we feel? Is it good? No. Ugh, right? There's no peace, there's no happiness, there is no connection. And I think this winter has been really rough among our community with illnesses. Not so much COVID this year, but whatever viruses are going on, really. And people have been down for 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks sometimes. And I'm not blaming anybody who's been ill, but I truly believe, as I said last week, that quote, when we don't forgive, it's like, when we hang on to resentment, it's like drinking a bottle of poison and expecting the other person to die. Well, what happens is, right? That hatred, that resentment is in our body, and there's a body-mind connection, a body-mind-spirit connection, and it poisons us. And so I really believe that a lot of the sickness is because we just don't know quite how to cope with what's going on. Are you with me? Yeah. The Course in Miracles makes it very, very clear that when we attack another person, who are we attacking? Ourselves. There's only one here, folks, right? We're attacking ourselves. And it also says that whatever we give out, whatever we extend, comes back to us. Nothing really leaves us. So all of that acrimonious talk or blaming and all of that, it stays with us, and it does poison us. I love what Martin Luther King said. You're probably familiar with this quote. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out love. Only love can do that. If we hate the haters, we're continuing the cycle. And oh boy, does our ego love to hate the haters, right? Where we like to be self-righteous and scared and angry and la, 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 but really, we're giving to that energy instead of lightening that energy. Martin Luther King also said, forgiveness is not an occasional act, it's a constant attitude. So I would say to really be and embody love is also something we have to work on, at least I do, every single day. Yeah. By the way, if you weren't here last week and you haven't heard the talk that we did here on forgiveness, I highly encourage you to listen to it, either on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. It's kind of the preface to this talk, and I think that you will get something out of it. So again, the Course in Miracles says, what we extend to others, we receive. There's also a thing here I've been learning from a teacher of mine. He was a Course in Miracles teacher, Aaron Apke, who's all over YouTube with some great spiritual lessons. And he talks about we are, most of us, living in what he calls third density right now, which means we are ego-driven. We are centered here in the solar plexus chakra, which wants to protect ourselves. And when we let the ego drive us, when we let the ego lead, we are in fear, we are in scarcity, we're in competition, judgment, all of that. And what we're called to do, and there's a movement afoot now, is to move into what he calls fourth density consciousness, moving to the heart chakra, embodying love, being love, and doing it consistently. And I think that's the only way. One, we will feel peace and happiness and joy and connection. And two, it's the only way we're going to spread that across the globe. This is not working, what we're doing. It is not working. So we also know in Science of Mind and Unity teachings that consciousness changes everything, right? What we think creates the world we see. So while I would say, politically speaking, sure, it's a great time to take action, to write a letter, to march, and so on, right? Nothing wrong with that. I would say especially if you're guided to do so. But really what's going to shift things completely and totally is getting it right up here and getting it right in here. If we can shift the feeling we have towards others, we're going to shift everything. And part of that is accepting what is instead of resisting what is. So many of us, including me, are like, I can't believe this is happening. I don't want this to happen. But you know, it's happening. Whatever is happening. And I believe, because I believe in divine order, and I believe with all things all things are possible with God. I believe that whatever is happening is actually for our growth, our learning. We've got to look at the shadows. They're there not just because one person or one party or whatever has that idea. It's there in the collective consciousness, and we have to shift it. Compassion and understanding is what we're called to have. And I talked about, I talked last week about different definitions of forgiveness. So real briefly, forgiveness is understanding. Once we really understand someone, it's easier to forgive them, even if we don't, and we shouldn't, condone bad behavior. Forgiveness is healing the idea that we're separate, right? And there was one other definition I can't remember right now, but that's okay. It'll come. Charles Fillmore, the co-founder, along with his wife Myrtle, of Unity, said this, and this is interesting. Found this week. Love is an inner quality that sees good everywhere and in everybody. It insists that all is good, and by refusing to see anything but good, it causes that quality finally to appear uppermost in itself and in all things. Now, we could accuse our New Thought teaching sometimes of being a little bit saccharine. Everything's good. This, I don't believe, was meant to be a spiritual bypass. Everything's good. It's meant to mean no matter what's going on, God is in charge. It's here for a reason. It can lead to good if we allow the lesson to be received. And again, he says, by refusing to see anything but good, it causes that quality to finally appear uppermost in all things. So when we judge somebody, we help create more of what they are, the hater or whatever. That's what happens. We're adding to that energy. If we love them, like King said, love drives out hate. It's the only thing that can. So the other thing that came this morning, Reverend Laura last week, as our pulpit practitioner, read a reading about the practice of the Hawaiian healing prayer, Ho'onopono. So that was kind of in my consciousness, and I remembered, and many of you know this story. If you don't, you're in for a treat, and if you already do, bear with me, because I think this story is really, what's the word I want? It's a map for how we can heal what's going on today in our country and in our world. So the story goes like this, true story. There is a psychologist named Dr. E. Haleakala Hugh Len. He was hired to work in, I think it was Hawaii State Hospital years ago. He spent 4 years there, and there was a ward for the criminally insane that was just horrible. It was a horrible place to work, a horrible place to be. Many of the patients, inmates, were sedated, many of them were restrained. It was a dangerous place to be, and the staff, oh my gosh, there was a big turnover in staff, a lot of calling in sick because nobody wanted to be there. It was pretty awful. When Dr. Len came in, he never saw any of the patients in person. What he did was he sat in his office with their files. He believed that whatever is going on in the world is a result not just of one person, but our collective consciousness, even our ancestors. And so if we can heal ourselves, we will allow someone who we want to point the finger at and hate, a criminal, whatever, to heal. So this is what he did. He held, in other words, the entire world is our creation. That's in keeping with our philosophy. He held the files, and one at a time, he prayed this to each person. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I'm sorry in my understanding means I'm sorry for whatever that we as a collective, our ancestors, your family, and so on, have done to create these adverse circumstances to take place for you to be an insane criminal, right? And that this is going to heal. So again, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I can't remember how long it took. Less than a year, I believe. Things started to improve. Some of the inmates, or I guess I should call them patients, who were on medication were able to get off their medication. Those who were restrained were able to be free. The staff started liking to show up for work. There wasn't the turnover. There wasn't this calling in sick. In fact, they had too many staff members because the patients started to be released. And I believe it was about in a year's time, they closed the ward completely. There were only 2 patients left. I get chills because that is the power of love. That's the power of love. So whoever we're hating out there and frustrated with and judging and pointing the finger at, let's try this. Could you bring to mind who that person or group of people is for you? Just bring them to mind. Just pick the worst one. What the heck, right? Let's go there. And we're not going to say their names, you know. But let's close our eyes and let's say to that person after me, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Wow, guys. This is what I am working on, and I hope to invite you into it. And I also thought, actually, when I first sat down to do this talk, I was reminded of a quote from the founder of Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes, in his Sermon by the Sea, which was one of the last big messages he gave at Asilomar, which is our camp where we used to have our yearly week-long retreats. It was 1959. He died in 1960. And he said this in that talk, part of that talk. Find me one person who is for something and against nothing, who is redeemed enough not to condemn others out of the burden of his soul. And I will find you another Savior, another Jesus, and an exalted human being. Whew. Yeah. So again, I have marched in the past few years for different things, but I've been careful when I design my protest signs. They're not against anything. I remember marching for keeping families together, immigration families. I remember marching for a woman's right to choose. It sometimes maybe feels like a subtle shift, but it's not subtle. It's not subtle. We're not condemning. We're not fighting. We're standing for our principles. So wrapping this up, and I'm grateful for that download because I didn't know what I was going to talk about this morning until 5 a.m. I want me and I want us to stop hating, judging, complaining, finger pointing, and resisting what is. Let's not stoop to the level of the very ones we are judging. Let's remember our faith. Through God, all things are possible. God is love. I am love. We are love, even the ones we love to hate. Let's remember that what we extend, we strengthen. So let's extend love, compassion, forgiveness. Energetically, it shifts everything. And again, it doesn't mean that we roll over and agree with actions or policies that are hurtful. It does not mean that. It means we love the person, not the actions. And let's contribute to the turning point, not only of this nation, but of the world, from its ego-based, blaming, shaming, projecting, and remember who we all are, children of the Most High, here to be expressions of love. Let's go into prayer. I believe, I recognize in a Father, Mother, God, a principle that is infinite, unconditional love. A God that does not judge. A God that made it of itself and always adores us, recognizes our preciousness, each and every one of us. I know it is all powerful, it is all knowing, it is everywhere. It's within me, it's within each of us, it's all around us. And it's something we can allow to guide us from within. It's something we can speak to and ask for guidance, as I did this morning in my desperation. And it's that overarching principle that we can recognize that operates with divine order through all of life. It wants nothing more than the highest and best good for each of its creations. Its will is for our good always. And then I remember that each one of us was made from that God stuff. We're part of it. Love is intrinsically who we are, who we came to be, and that's true for anybody, no matter how hateful their rhetoric, no matter how hurtful their actions, their policies, and so on. When we remember we can't be separate, when we remember what we give out comes back to us, we can be good stewards of our thoughts, watching what we say. Let's watch what we say and what we do. If we can remember in some modicum of being like my pup, who wanted to meet everybody, who are pets, who offer us always unconditional love, no matter what we do, no matter whether we're late from work and don't feed them on time, or whether we get mad at them, they always forgive us, they always love us. That's what we're meant to do. So may we remember this. May we go deep. May we truly learn to love our enemies, really love them. For there's no such thing as an enemy. And even those who we perceive hurt us, because as humans we get hurt, we get betrayed, we get physically hurt. But remember, we're not these bodies. We're eternal, perfect spirits that cannot be damaged, harmed, or diminished in any way. So let us let go of any resentments or past hurts. Let us be present right now in this precious life that we have. Let us be able to express love to all, to ourselves and everybody. I give such thanks. I give such thanks for the people like Dr. Ihaliakala Lenhu, for incredible leaders like Martin Luther King. There are so many who have known these truths and preached these truths. I give thanks for our New Thought teachings, for this community, and for all the communities, faith communities across the globe who know this. They say that golden rule is practiced in every religion in some form. Do unto others as you would have them do unto us. May we open our hearts, open them wide. May we be guided. May we be a blessing to ourselves and to each other and to the world. In great gratitude for these truths, for these teachings, for everyone here and everyone watching us online, I release this prayer into the law, that part of God that just says, yes, my beloveds. And we say together, and so it is. Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead and clap your hands. Come on. This is another good one. This one's about letting Spirit go ahead and move you. Hey.
Sometimes when I find myself just holding on, and afraid of letting go. See, don't allow myself to see the truth of my wholeness, oneness, and the greatness that I am. Oh, but when I look inside, where love resides, and I know that I express all the power that I possess. And when I love myself, just the way I am, I wake up to a truth and let it come shining through. Then I let my spirit move.
Yeah, that's right.
Just like the ocean that's on the move. See, it's always moving in, moving out, never still, never stopping that flow of life. Yeah. Oh, but when you look inside, oh, just realize you can always express all the power that you possess. And then just love yourself. Love yourself. That's the way you are. Where you are. You wake up to the truth. You count love.
That's right. Hey, I'm calling in love. I'm calling in peace. And it's alive here and living as me.
Show enough.
See, Spirit's free.
Amen. Come on.
And it's guiding and driving our dreams. Yeah. Now when I look around, what do I see? I see my own truth reflected as me. And that love, it is supreme. And we're all threading God masterful weave. Now if you truly believe we're all part of the plan, let Spirit know it by clapping your hands. And if you know in your heart life is meant to be sweet, then get on up and just step to the beat. See, we're a unified force across all nations, here to serve humanity's elevation. This is a sweet demonstration of that love expressing its musical celebration. Now, we came so far just to get here. With the power of forgiveness, we can get clear. Let Spirit move us through any obstacle and watch the impossible become possible. With the strength and the wisdom to hold God's acceptance for others as our whole, we arrive together, brave and bold, all safe and strong, healed and whole. Yeah.
Let my spirit
keep on moving.
Have this beat.
That's right.
It keeps on shining.
It keeps on what?
In my life.
What?
When I let it shine.
Shine. Yeah, come on. Hey. Now as we move every day, we let unconditional love be our way. We're in the groove, and we just go ahead and let Spirit move you. Come on now.
Let my spirit, let my spirit move. Let my spirit.
Say it with me. Come on, one time.
Let my spirit, let my spirit move.
Let my spirit. Andy Anderson.
Oh my! Oh, I love you guys. Woo! Wow. And next time you guys are here, hopefully Malachi and Maverick will be playing their trombone and their saxophone and trumpet.
Yes.
Yeah.
He plays trombone too. Don't worry.
Yeah? That's impressive. Woo! Okay. So it's time now for our tithes and offerings. I have my plastic Benjamin here because I give online. If any of you do, you can feel free to pick up a plastic Benjamin on the way in. I want to just thank this community for its continuous support, not only for our youth program, for which you have been so very generous, but also for our center as a whole. We are thriving together with unity. It's been a real sweet. We have, for those of you who don't know, we came together about a year ago, and this weaving was a ceremony we did to represent the weaving together of both the unity and the religious science community, because we're really the same. We're one. So I'm going to invite you to take your gift. If you're giving something today, put it over your heart. If you need an envelope for cash, there are envelopes behind the purple chairs. And let's say our affirmation together. Ready? Graciously I give from a place of love. knowing that as I give, so do I richly receive. So it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Thank you. Few announcements before we break for fellowship and food. Those of you who ordered tamales for the Northwest Seasonal Workers Association fundraiser, those will be available for pickup this coming Saturday afternoon at the NSWA office, and thank you for supporting them. We've been partners with them for quite a while.
Not at the office.
Oh, where, Virginia?
The church across.
At the church across from the office. I tried to call you and I couldn't reach you yesterday. Okay, so at the church across from the office of NSWA is where you'll pick up your tamales. And if there's any problem, see Virginia. Want to raise your hand, Virginia? Yeah. See Virginia. Okay. And thank you for heading that up, my dear. Let's see, we have a couple things going on this week. Poetry as Spiritual Practice has moved its time on Tuesday to 9:45 a.m. so that Tai Chi can begin at 11:30. Miracle Makers meets this week at 10:30. And when Renee comes back, I would love her to speak more about that group. That is a very powerful group if you're free during Wednesday mornings to come. Next week, we have a very special guest speaker. Some of you are familiar with him. His name is Neil Donald Walsh, author of the Conversation with God books. He actually asked, through Will Richardson, if he could speak near Valentine's Day because he wants to talk about love. So please, feel free to come, and it might be a good time to invite your friends because he's a brilliant, well-known author, lives right here in the Valley, and you're going to enjoy that very, very much. We are printing up new t-shirts thanks to Michael Sunday. Some of you remember when we were at the Scottish Rite Center, we had Center for Spiritual Living t-shirts. They're beautiful. Michael, we probably ought to print the design. I don't think we have that yet. But anyway, it's there. Thank you. Michael's awesome. So there's a sign-up sheet in the social hall. When you order your size, keep in mind that last time they came in, they ran a little small. I always take a small. I needed at least a medium. So you want to order one size up or even two, depending on how loose you like your t-shirts. But this is going to be great. I mean, for marketing purposes and just to, when we do something as a group, it's just really sweet. And this shirt is a little different in that it does say Rogue Valley in partnership with Unity. So it's a CSL/Unity t-shirt. See Michael if you have any questions, but that's really fun. And thank you, Michael, for doing that. Now, we have a book study coming up. As you know, we've chosen Return to Love as our book of the month, so you can read it on your own. Or Reverend Bonnie is offering a book study, so let's have her tell you about that.
Hi, everybody. I'm really excited about this book. I've had this book for years and years. I read it so long ago, and it's really a classic. It's her first book that Marianne Williamson wrote. And it's so powerful, and it's something that we really need today. And it talks about the principles of the Course of Miracles. It's transformative. It's one of those books that as you read it, as you get further and further into it, and especially if you're able to discuss it with other people, it brings you to a higher and higher vibration. It really does. I remember reading it years ago by myself. I even had that experience. So I'd love you to join us. It's 6 Tuesdays from 4:30 to 6 on Zoom. And it's $99. There's payment plans optional. And one of the things that she says is, don't ask God to send you a brilliant career. but rather for God to show you the brilliance within you. There's so many gems like that in here. You are a child. I love this one. You are a child of God. You were created in a blinding flash of creativity, a primal thought when God extended itself in love. And it's based on not Science of Mind, Principles of Course in Miracles. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. There's a sign-up sheet there, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited.
Thank you, Bonnie, and thank you for offering that. Awesome. I wanted to alert you. I had this in our weekly e-newsletter, but maybe you don't get the newsletter or didn't see it this week. Unfortunately, there's another scam going around, and they're taking advantage of churches because we've had this happen before. People want to help the minister. When the minister says, I'm in a meeting, but there's somebody who really needs help. Can you go buy gift cards? Or they ask you to email them back and then through an email say, go buy gift cards. And, you know, that is never anything I would do. So please, if you get an email, it used to be just our practitioners and ministers. Now I understand other people in the community get them. So please disregard, delete, do not. Always check with me first before buying a gift card and sending it off somewhere. Let's see. We still need some volunteers. Last week at our annual meeting, and thank you so much for those who attended, there's a beautiful slideshow that there's a link to it in our newsletter. But volunteers are still needed. We need some more ushers. If you want to be an usher one Sunday a month, we need people for our video broadcast team and for our marketing team. So if you're called to help out in some way, please see me or Corey for the video team, Shannon, raise your hand, Shannon, for the marketing team, and let's see, I don't think Joy's here, so Morel, where are you? Raise your hand. Morel, if you want to be an usher, or just see me or Vivian, it's fine. We'll direct you to the right place. For those of you who, for those of you who do not get the weekly e-newsletter, there is a printed copy always in Bosworth Hall. And there are also, if you weren't at the annual meeting, you may not have heard this, as you turn right in Bosworth Hall, there are 3 binders which have in them our latest financial statements, our latest board reports. So we are transparent. If you want to know more about the finances of the church or the meetings, the doings of the board, please feel free to browse them and ask us questions if you have them. Let's see, I think that is it. You can sign up for our weekly, okay, Corey.
Men's group tomorrow.
What is it with me? I have a block about that.
11 a.m.
All right, men's group tomorrow, 11 a.m. here. My apologies. Yes, it's an awesome group, so please feel free to attend. Did we get that in the newsletter?
There's only if you're a man.
Yeah. All right. All right, I need some help with that. I really do. If you don't get the newsletter, you can sign up. There's a sign-up sheet on one of the tables in Bosworth Hall. There's sign-up sheets, as you know, for Bonnie's class and for the T-shirts. And there's a prayer box in the back of the sanctuary if you want to request prayer the whole week. Our ecclesiastical team of 12 people will pray for you or a loved one or someone else you want prayer for. Maybe you want just prayer for the country. That's fine, too. And at the end of the month, those prayers go to Silent Unity. So there's a lot of happening for that. Let's see. I think that is it. I'm going to invite our practitioners and ministers to come forward. And I'm going to take a cue out of Rev. Stephanie's book here. Practitioners and ministers, come on up. These folks have been trained to pray for you, and we know prayer works, yes?
Yes.
All right. So, is there anybody who has seen a practitioner lately? Only a few of you. So I'm guessing that some of you raising your hand, or not raising your hand, have an issue that you could use prayer for, even if it's just to continue good in your life. Please, these folks want to pray for you. We call it a 5-minute miracle. They're also available if you set up an appointment for a fee to have a spiritual coaching or a spiritual mentoring session. And it is powerful, powerful stuff, you guys. I have a practitioner I see every month, and it makes such a difference in my life. So these are lights, and they're here to help you. So I have one more thing to do before we turn it over to Andy. And don't forget Andy's CDs if you want to take one home. I wanted to read you this as our benediction today. This was a poem written by the beautiful young poet laureate, Amanda Gorman. This is just an excerpt. She wrote this last year before our election, but I think it's still beautiful. It falls to us to ensure that we do not fall, for a people that cannot stand together cannot stand at all. We are one family, regardless of religion, class, or color. For what defines a patriot is not just our love of liberty, but our love for one another. This is loud in our country's call, because while we all love freedom, it is love that frees us all. Amen.
Amen.
Take it away, guys.
Let's all stand. I am a light in this world. I am a light. I am a light. I am a light in this world. I am a light. I am a light. I am a light in this world. And I shine. And I shine. And I shine so bright. And I shine. And I shine. And I shine so bright. You are a light. You are a light. You are a light in this world. Shown up. You are a light. You are a light. You are a light in this world. And you shine. And you shine. And you shine. Shine so bright. And you shine. You shine. And you shine. And you shine so bright. Let's sing it for the world. We are a light. We are a light. We are a light in this world. We are a light. We are a light. We are a light in this world. And we shine. And we shine. And we shine. And we shine so bright. And we shine. And we shine. And we shine so bright. We shine. We shine, we shine, we shine, we shine, we shine, we shine.